Be the change you want to see in the world, yo.
Be the change.
College grade.
Yes, almost.
Almost college grade. Roosevelt. Oh, hey, TC, great. Hey, hold on. Encouraging words for future people coming to Roosevelt.
Get involved in student programs. Listen to your teachers because they are here to help you. Do your homework because it's not out to get you.
Is this homework really necessary though?
I think so, because you cannot fully learn something if you don't practice it.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the date? It is May 6, 2017.
Yes,
Emani graduated college yesterday. I'm proud of you, Emani. I got to go. That was amazing to go and see my friend walk the stage. Because I honestly, when I first met her, I think she was going to do it.
Oh my god.
She was the party girl. She was out every night doing the drugs. But hey, she did it though.
The drugs.
She did it.
No.
She did it. So hey, I ain't complaining. So I know you're going to law school, but in terms of like working, you know what the fuck you finna do for work?
Well, since my mom just got my boyfriend and I a trip to Costa Rica.
That's Costa Rica. I ain't talking about vacation.
Well, listen,
I'm talking about work.
well, that applies to it. I'm not going to take on a professional position when I'm planning on taking trips because that's very unprofessional. To take on a new job and then ask for time off as soon as you got hired.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna take the summer off indefinitely.
Oh, she taking the summer off.
Just enjoying my graduation. I'm gonna keep waitressing.
Where do you see yourself at? Do you see yourself in Chicago? Do you see yourself moving somewhere else? California? What would be the ideal location for you to start your practice in?
Illinois, because I feel like Illinois needs a lot of help. I want to do criminal defense, and I mean anywhere you go, there'll be a lot of criminals. There's criminals everywhere, but I'm not looking to defend the child rapist. That's not why I want to do criminal law. I want to do it for the people that are wrongfully convicted and that are already assumed guilty before proven otherwise. You know what I mean? And 3/4 of convicted felons are actually wrongfully convicted due to ethnicity.
I know that.
So I want to do the Innocence Project because that is I really think it's very interesting. And throughout your education, your legal education, you're getting to work with real-time clients, but on something that actually, like, you know, I mean, everything matters when you're a lawyer, but something that has an impact on society, because freeing an innocent person doesn't only help that man, but it gives closure to even his family, to him, to yourself, because you just accomplished something that obviously someone else couldn't if they're there. The person that assumed that they were guilty because, you know, they shut a door that honestly was not ready to be shut. They accused someone that was innocent of a crime that they had upon them. So now it's like you were never safe. You know, you thought that person was gone, but that rapist or that murderer or that thief or that whatever, he's still out there because you said it was this black man when it was really Susie, the housemaid. You never know.
Question.
But ethnicity plays a big role in it, and as me being half black, like I just feel I see a lot of injustice going on. Me going to Roosevelt, which is a social injustice-based university, as in, like, since they were founded in 1945, they focused on bringing equality and justice and I heard said equality to like everyone, a lot of minorities specifically, but makes you very passionate.
I have a comment and a question. First off, my first comment is what I've realized personally in my life is when there's somebody who's half black, half white, they tend to go towards one side. They favor one side more so than the other. What I mean by that is if you're half black, half white. I can
answer that question.
But I'm saying it's my personal, what I've seen is like.
I'm going to tell you why I feel like it's that. So for my case, I guess people could, I mean, I feel like I'm in touch with both sides. I could be one of more, but that's because like my father was not involved in my life and didn't try to be involved. So I was raised by my mother, who is white. And her entire family was there, unlike my other. So if you were only around one half of your family as a mixed person, you can't expect to be you know, a cultured person
that's
with your whole, you know, other side of your family when you were never a part of it. And my mom tried to get me and talk to my father and tried to have me part of his life, but he did not reciprocate.
Okay, check this out then. Check this out. Imagine this. I feel like black kids who aren't exposed to other black people growing up are at a disadvantage because they don't know who they really are. They don't know their identity. They don't know black culture. They see it through TV.
I think that
but they're around all white people. All I see is white faces, but they're black. So they're like an outcast their whole life growing up. So I feel like that's a big disadvantage for black kids growing up in those kind of neighborhoods.
I agree, but I also, like, there's some people that were already in touch, you know what I mean, like that cultured side, so their families instill those qualities and those cultures into them. So as they grow up, they just naturally have it. But there are...
Hey, y'all, add me on Snapchat at Be Nice.
At Be Nice?
Be Nice. Oh, I got one more question for you. If you were to get a murder case and you knew the person was guilty based off of the evidence, and there's no question that he's guilty, and you had to defend him, because you said you want to become a defendant lawyer? Defense lawyer.
Criminal defense. Well,
would you take on that case?
What I've learned recently, and I kind of already knew this, it sounds common sense, but some people don't. You have the option to take on a case. You know, if someone raped 35 children, you don't have to take on that case. You're not obligated to represent that man. So first, I would look at what's going on. I mean, I can't just turn down every case that I know the person is guilty, because that just defends the whole point of being a criminal lawyer. But I would, and I might change my mind after I go to school, but as of right now, before law school, pre-law, I would look into his case and see what happened and talk. I mean, it's like, you can't exactly talk to him without taking on his case, but I would want to know why he killed this person. If it was because he looked at me crazy, I wanted to kill him, I don't know if I'd take it on. But if it was like, I was in love with this woman and she left me for Joe and my heart was broken and I saw them together, so I don't know, maybe I would feel more obliged to take it. I would not agree with what he did, but maybe I could find somewhere in my head that I could somewhat understand, you know what I mean, why they did that, so I could spin it off and make it into more feasible, you know, defense.
My nigga, I appreciate you though. What's all that?
You're welcome,
this is
Barry.
my motherfucking day one nigga in Chicago. Always show me love, so you know how we do. I know we sign out with that.
And Barry represents women because he came to the Women's March.
What you mean resent? Oh yeah, that's good.
Represent.
I thought she said resents.
Barry represents women.